I choose you. Season 7's our destiny. Let's eat some Alolan food. I choose you.
Hello, and welcome to I Choose You, the podcast about cooking and eating Pokemon. My name is Jeremy Zielik. I'm the host and Alton Brown of the group, and joining me this week in person is...
your friend on this show, Ben Montoya.
Ian Davis, the Baloo of the show.
Oh, fuck.
Like the whale?
No, like the bear.
Oh, fuck. and on over the internet, it's Evan Aubrey.
Hey! Woo. Happy Boxing Day.
Let's go.
Let's fucking go. How did you guys spend your Boxing Day?
With your nerds.
Yeah. I guess it's
Yeah.
me and Jeremy and Ian got dinner right before this, so
Uh-huh.
that's how we spent it. So I guess
I
the real
went
question is,
bowling?
what did you do? Yeah.
Bowling was fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bowling Day. Did you get a perfect game?
No, not even close. I chose a much heavier ball. I was too confident in myself and was like, 16 sounds good.
Whoa.
Was not good.
Yeah, that's rough.
Is it rude to ask what your score was?
I think we played 2 games. My first game was a 130. And my second game was like a 90. So that was kind of bad.
What was
Did not
the
show
best?
improvement?
What was the best bowling animation you saw?
Best bowling animation?
Yeah.
Ooh, there was a good, the pin cowboy that wrangles the other pin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Yeah. Man.
Who made someone has to pitch and produce and make all of those.
That could be our
So-
job.
I'm not going to describe them in detail on this show, but there's a fun channel that I watch on YouTube called Corridor, and they make slightly offensive bowling animations.
Oh, I think maybe I have seen one floating
they're
on the
pretty
internet
good.
once or twice.
Did you see the sexy one? That was like pornography.
Where they
bowling
fucked
anime.
the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see that,
That one's
one.
good.
Yeah.
My favorite though is the pin heading for the World Trade Center at Christmas, and it's a spare.
Oh my
That's
God.
good.
Well, that's pretty good. Fuck.
Wow. Hey, we could be doing this all day. Pitch bowling animations.
That brings in the real bugs.
Yes. I mean, again, someone's got to do it.
Well,
I mean,
that sucks though
Did
because
that affect the writer's strike?
the bowling. Yeah. Is that SAG covered the bowling animation?
that is going to be AI for sure though, right?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Oh, that's the first thing going to AI is
Yeah.
bowling
Yeah.
animation.
show me,
It's taking our bowling.
yeah,
game.
show me pins, like fucking the bowling
Yeah.
ball in
Yeah.
for 30 seconds.
And then the ball has 12 fingers instead of 10.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Has 2 rows of teeth.
yeah. Has 6 holes instead of 3.
Yeah.
Ah!
There's 11 pins in the back. See, robots can't take what makes America great from us. Bowling. anime.
Okay, gotcha.
Where else can you get nachos, beer, and bowl at the same time while watching animations of bowling happening
true.
than in America?
You know, it's true. Most bowling alleys are the only place where people can bowl. So I can't. There's no arguing with you.
Only in America can I reach into a bowling ball and feel like warm nacho cheese. From last person.
Each orifice oozing nacho cheese.
Oh, but then you can put your hands on the little hand, like the hand
Oh,
sweat
yeah, get 'em all
fans.
dry.
So you're like, oh, like that was gross, but at
Yeah.
least now my hands are dry.
Oh God! Why haven't they created like a bowling ball fountain where like it's like a chocolate fountain, but out of the holes in the bowling ball, like your favorite dip comes out?
Oh, I was thinking a fountain that spews bowling balls.
Yeah, me too.
Well, I mean, the gutter that returns it to you is kind of like that.
That's true.
God, I bowl you.
Yeah, why are there no bowling podcasts?
Oh, I'm sure there are plenty.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are plenty.
Ben's produced a few.
Yeah, I could recommend a few good ones.
The Gutter Kids.
Yeah, I don't know if this is the podcast for your bowling hot tips and tricks, but it is a podcast for hot drinks.
Oh,
And
none
chips.
none of us have hot drinks.
Maybe sometimes they're cold drinks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's roll into LaCroix Boys, much like a bowling ball rolling into the pins at the end of the lane.
Strike.
Evan, let's start with you. Well, strike's good.
Yeah. And
Okay.
We did it.
Yeah, okay, great. Thank you. Evan, let's start with you. What do you got to drink today?
It's a good old classic lemon spindrift.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's fun. Ian, I see you have a bottle of water.
Yep.
I have a bottle of water.
Wow.
Starting dry January early.
Hydro
I mean, to
Bros.
be fair, you didn't offer any drinks to us besides the one soda. That
Yes,
we
I-
The worst in-person host. Better online host.
Yep.
Well, I thought Ian just wanted his water, and Ben, I wanted us to have clean palates for the novelty soda.
Yeah, and I don't necessarily need anything more. I'm looking forward to the next novelty soda.
All right.
Ben, do you have a glass with ice prepared?
Better fucking
Thank God.
believe it. Listeners, listen. That's what you need for proper soda form.
When we got dinner, the waiter brought out a glass of ice
yeah.
and then a bottle of soda, and Ben was like,
yeah.
"This fucking guy knows how to do it."
Well, and before we get to Jeremy's novelty soda, I'll share my novelty soda, which was a pinon nut soda. And it was quite delicious. It was so the pinon nut is a New Mexican thing. So it was a New Mexican brand of soda that does this, and it was it had like a roasted, like nut flavor to it, and then there was also like vanilla and cinnamon, and it was good. I really liked it.
Nice. Huh?
And Ian, I assume you stayed away.
I tried to stay as far away as possible, but Ben did spit it in my face at one point, just to teach me a lesson.
I took a sip of it through my straw, like swooping by kind of situation. It was pretty good.
Yeah. I don't know if you would be allergic to pine nut soda though. Would you be?
I'm not going to try it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that much.
Well, we remember a Christmas 4 years ago where Evan poisoned Ian,
Yeah.
and then he beat
Yeah.
my family at Mario Kart, and then threw up in my house.
It's either to beat my family and barf in my house.
Yeah.
Between beatings, I'd go vomit and
Yes.
come back and keep wailing.
So I'm glad you avoided it for the time.
Me too, yeah.
But everyone.
Because if you would get food poisoning again from the pine nut soda, you would have to then call over Jeremy's family to
Yeah.
the apartment, and we would have to beat them.
Yeah. Well, my brother is here, so you could
Right.
you could whip his ass at Mario Kart again.
Beatings will continue until...
Yeah. Until the vomiting improves.
Yeah.
All right, but it's time for my third of 4 novelty sodas. I'm gonna do quick. I have it right here, but the label's pointed away, so no one here knows what it is.
All right.
Quick guess. What do you think the novelty soda is?
It's not pine pinon
It's
nut.
not pinon nut flavored.
Give us
Is
a
it
hint.
An adjacent drink? Another adjacent drink?
No, it is actually somewhat normal flavor of soda.
Cream soda.
Normal.
That is correct. It is a cream soda.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
but-
Okay, that's not novel at all.
It is actually incredibly novel because it's called The Cream of My People, and it has a a communist leader on the front.
God damn it.
Okay.
I don't want to think about the cream of my people.
And, it looks like I'm gonna level with you. The art on this gives me slightly unsure. I don't know which communist dictator is on the cover of this soda.
German.
I think they weren't legally allowed to be specific.
Ben,
You
do you have
know,
an idea?
I would have to say, and I don't know if this is exactly true, but the sunglasses are making me think like Gaddafi.
Maybe.
I think that's Muammar Gaddafi. Let
Yes.
me look up a picture just to double check.
Yes.
Surely you meant to say communist.
Yes. That's gross. But I will say that this has a slogan called "Liberating Taste."
Nice. Isn't that America's thing though? Liberating.
No, but the cream of my people.
Okay, it's most definitely Muammar Gaddafi.
Okay,
because
so-
I found the exact picture that
Yes.
it's
Nice.
Oh, good.
that it's
Okay.
photoshopped on there.
do
So
you wish he was fighting Colonel Sanders?
Yeah.
that would be a very interesting
Very
historical
niche.
headcanon.
But the novelty soda store, Rocket Fizz in Boulder, Colorado, has a whole line of these sodas that have a communist leader on it, and then they have a different flavor. So there's Havana Banana with Fidel Castro.
Okay.
And it's like
Good.
it's like a whole thing. So this
Okay.
one I actually think will probably taste pretty good.
I mean,
it's
I
just,
like cream soda.
It's just cream soda,
Yeah.
but I thought it had an amusing
Oh, yeah.
a title and slogan.
my people.
The cream of my people. So we're gonna cream for this one, guys.
This cream's for the people.
Yeah. I have a cream.
Yep.
All
Let's
right.
go.
I'm gonna pour Ben's soda into his glass.
Oh yeah, get that right up to the mic.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I'm about to cream over here. Well, so
fizzy.
yeah, it depends on
Oh, come
how
on,
much you
Jeremy. It's
wanna
all
give
head.
me.
No.
All head.
Yeah, with this cream.
Okay.
All right.
So
Cheers.
You have to do it at the same time. Yep.
Cheers.
3, 2.
Merry Choosmas.
Yeah.
Glug, 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 glug.
It's really good.
That's a pretty good cream soda.
Yeah. It's cream soda.
It's very much vanilla ice cream, which
yes.
is the cream soda flavor. So
Yeah.
That's ideal.
it does really just taste like liquefied vanilla ice cream.
Would you say it has a liberating taste?
Liberating. I only took one sip.
Yeah.
I can't judge whether I was liberated or not.
If your people have been creamed.
Yeah. I would say liberating.
Yeah.
For sure.
We did it.
They're free.
Yeah.
Would you consider rewriting John Lennon's song?
Imagine.
Yeah, to be about this soda. Is
Yeah.
that how good it is?
Imagine all the people drinking soda.
Some people say
Cream
I'm,
together as one.
yeah, some people say I'm a creamer.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I'm not the only one.
After drinking this.
Oh man. Okay. While I will say that the taste was liberating,
Uh-oh.
I will say I'm now getting more notes of like cotton candy. I don't know if you're also feeling that.
I can see what you're saying. It's very sweet.
It's
The
extremely
backhand
sweet.
of communism is coming up on you.
Yeah, it looks like we need some foreign intervention. The CIA needs to come clamp down on this soda.
And also go there.
Yeah. All it has is water, cane sugar, caramel, natural flavor, citric acid, and vanilla. So
Okay.
it's pretty straightforward.
Pure.
Yeah. This brand, I don't know what it is, but it's pretty good. Again, goofy.
It really doesn't say the brand.
I don't know what the brand is. It might just be a thing made at the Rocket Fizz store, but I'm not 100% on that.
It might be because I don't see any.
I thought they made all their
marketing
soda.
company.
They have their own label there, but they might have like these are the really funny ones to them.
Got it.
Yeah, I mean, all I can say is "cream of my people" is all that you can identify this soda as.
Yes.
So
Cream. It actually just says "cream, my people."
cream. Oh,
didn't
that's
notice
just a
that.
little bit different.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense at all.
But pretty good.
All right. Well,
Nice.
there it is. Novelty soda number 3.
And I'm working up. I'm going up what I think will be the best flavors of soda that I purchased at the novelty soda store.
If the next one isn't like snug as a mug in a rug, and it's just like their version of mug root beer, then I don't know how it's
Oh,
going
what
to
are
top
they
that.
doing?
This cream soda is probably one of the best sodas out there.
Well, if you guys open my fridge, you could see what the other soda is.
Spoilers, Jeremy.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. Hey, look, if you guys want to maintain the illusion, I appreciate that.
I do. And in the name of maintaining illusions, I also want to point out that Ian is wearing a scarf and also like heated blanket indoors for recording this podcast.
It's fucking cold. in
But
here.
then a t-shirt.
My apartment gets a little chilly in the winter. I hate to say it. But I think Ian's doing pretty good right now, right, Ian?
My feet are cold.
But how's that electric blanket treating you?
Yeah, it's everything. I love this thing.
But Ian's also wearing our new Poke Burger t-shirt.
Hey.
It's beautiful.
Lovely.
And it can be yours.
Yes.
I want to give a shout out to the shirt because you might think, oh, I can't wear a white shirt. I'm going to get my food all over it.
Uh-huh.
This logo is actually, it's kind of like a bib built into the shirt.
Hydrophobic.
Yeah, you spill something on this, maybe not like a cream soda, maybe something a little more viscous, like a hummus or or a guac. You can just get that right into your mouth.
Because that's true of any shirt.
Not any shirt, Jeremy, because do note that this has the built-in Poke Burger bib. Other shirts don't have that. In fact, you can only get this shirt from iChooseYou.menu.
It's true.
That is
Literally
true.
nowhere else. Get them before they're gone.
That'll be the next shirt is just a bib design up here.
Instead of like a tuxedo t-shirt, it's a bib t-shirt.
Yep.
And it like
Yeah.
it has like washboard abs painted on
Yeah.
it, like nipples.
Yes.
All right. Well, unless we have any other fun, amusing anecdotes to share, I think it's time to move to the main section of the show, which is where we cook and eat Pokemon. Each week here on I Choose You, we randomly select a new Pokemon to cook and eat. And this week we chose Bewear. Not randomly, but I thought it would be a good holiday kind of experience. Would you guys say that Bewear is kind of like candy cane colored?
No. There are
Sort
no
of.
black candy canes.
There are.
Yeah, there are.
They're licorice
Okay.
candy canes.
Well, outside of different flavors of candy cane, I feel like I've seen in my youth just like different colors of any old candy cane.
Sure, like maybe orange or something, but not
Yeah.
like pitch black with pink stripes.
Might be a little bit on the experimental side.
No.
Like Jeremy sold
It's
it
the
to me last
activated
week.
charcoal
I was
cane.
like, all right, yeah, this is like a Christmas related Pokemon. And then I actually looked at it 20 minutes ago and I was like, I don't
This
see
is
that.
BS.
Well, I would say that it kind of looks like a gift that someone would receive maybe for Christmas. It's like you go
Sure.
outside, it's like, oh, Santa came, and then like there's
Not
just
black,
a giant
Jeremy.
Beware right next to the
Jeremy
Christmas
black and
tree.
pink.
Yeah, right.
Do you think in the Pokemon world it's really frowned upon to like gift Pokemon at the holidays because they all go to like end up going to the shelter or whatever? It's a lot of responsibility. Sure, I
It
guess.
says Candy Classics.
Okay.
It's most-
okay.
I'm gonna be picky here. The ratio of pink to black, too much pink on that one.
Well, I mean, the Bewear is all really pink.
No, just its head.
Yeah.
And its tails.
But it does look. It has like the plush, like teddy bear look that
Yeah.
could be perceived as some sort of gift. I think.
Totally.
Sure.
Yeah.
It is
Isn't
basic.
it like 5 feet tall and knows karate though? So
Yes.
like,
It
Yeah,
can kill you. It
it'll
breaks
crush
your
the-
spine.
Yeah.
It'll kill the kids for
Yeah.
sure.
it's 6'11". This thing is taller than me.
Whoa!
Oh my god. How's
shit.
that possible?
How does that feel, Evan?
I feel so small. I feel
Yes.
so insignificant.
but it would be able to like hug you in a way you've never been hugged.
Right.
Yeah, the greatest bear hug.
Yeah.
The Beware hug.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
But it says if you do get hugged by it, it can snap your spine. It can just end your life. Right? There's like multiple Pokedex entries that are like
The best way to go.
people have literally died.
my favorite is the Moon one. This Pokemon has the habit of hugging its companions. Many trainers have left this world after their spines were squashed by its hug.
Why do they say it
They're
like
now
that?
unalived.
Yes.
Yeah, the Beware unalived them.
Yes.
Left this world is such a weird way to say that.
I don't think you could say in a game
Rated
rated
E.
E,
Okay,
that
yeah.
you killed them or
But
that
they effectively
died.
did.
Yeah,
Right? Like,
Yeah.
they left this world. We did it with the euphemism, so it's fine. Children can
It's not
hear.
like the Beware like hugs them so much they like slip up into like the sky
Space.
and like leave the earth.
Do you think they have to put down the Beware after it has done that?
after it's killed its
Yeah.
trainer.
Yeah.
Immediately.
I honestly would hope so because that's a big. It sounds like it's a menace to society. Quite honestly, in the wrong hands.
Trent guns on site.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think we would have had in high school Beware Day where a bear and its cub came on campus and we had to avoid it because it might hug someone to death?
That would have been
Well,
justified.
that was my birthday. Oh. I had bear day.
Bear down.
Yeah.
Bear
For
Day.
listeners at home, in high school, a bear came onto campus during one day and we had
Two bears.
to hide inside from the bear.
For most the day, or
Yeah, it was like at least the morning.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
collectively within our memories is known as Bear Day,
Yes.
and also Evan's birthday.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just bear day.
Yeah. Evan might remember it as his birthday, but I'll remember it as the day a bear was around.
I actually really like that because, like, without Evan here to root us, we'd have no idea what actual day that was.
It's true. It's true.
But we can actually celebrate it now.
Yeah, we'll in 2
welcome.
months, Evan, you'll get a Happy Bear Day notification. Happy Bee Day, and you think my birthday? No, it's actually Bear Day.
No, just bear day.
Yes.
But yeah, I think Beware out of many of the lowland Pokemon is one of the more charmingly designed, and the conceit of it's cute but it will kill you is fairly amusing.
Yeah.
So I think it's mostly a successful experiment in Pokemon
Yeah.
production.
Good name too. Beware.
yeah.
We're into some classic pun territory.
I
right
mean,
now.
it's only like 1 letter away or 2 letters from bear, so it's like it's fun. Everything about it. What if they called it Bewear, like BWEAR?
No.
That would have been so bad.
Where?
Bewear. That'd been a little ooh-woo, I guess.
Yeah, it would have been too woo.
I
Too-
would not like that.
Too woo.
Too woo.
Cute.
Who won last week? Do you guys remember?
Was it another tie?
No.
It was another.
Ooh, was it?
I think it was.
I think it was a tie
it was
between
another
me
tie.
and Jeremy.
Okay, rock, paper, scissors right now. And we'll decide who
okay.
wins.
Rock,
One,
paper,
paper,
scissors,
scissors, shoot. Rock,
Two
paper,
out of
scissors, shoot. Okay, Ben
Hey,
wins.
I won.
Wow.
Man, we're really like losing our
We suck.
credibility.
We
as,
fucking
like,
suck. This
Yeah.
sucks.
Turn it off.
Sorry, it's a holiday. I apologize. Boxing Day gets to you.
Oh gosh. Okay. So it's interesting because we were talking about the color scheme, and to me, I look at the color scheme, and I immediately think Neapolitan.
Ooh,
Yeah, we
that's
all-
pretty good.
Oh, yes.
So, and maybe that's something that someone else thought, but we'll get to that later because it's my time now. So I was thinking about this, and I wanted to make some candy like that you maybe would find in your stockings, or like something that's kind of like more casual.
But perhaps a cane of candy.
Not a cane. No. Absolutely not.
Okay.
Um,
I mean, hold on. Neapolitan ice cream, Neapolitan candy cane, I think would be a successful flavor profile for a candy cane.
yeah, it would be, for sure. But instead, I looked up Neapolitan candy and found coconut slice candy bars, which are, I guess, an old style of candy that is like a coconut candy, like shredded coconut candy. And it's like sold in like a Neapolitan like packaging. Maybe you've seen this.
okay.
I don't know.
No.
I've not seen this. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it looks like kind of an old one. I didn't know much about it, but that was the first thing that came up when I typed in Neapolitan candy bar. So, and I thought it was fitting maybe to do a coconut recipe with Bewear belonging to the Alolan region, where coconuts are
Yeah, that's true.
abundant.
Nice.
So to do that, so I found a kind of recipe to make that same coconut-y type of candy bar. And so basically you end up with a bunch of you need your strawberry, your white chocolate, and your regular chocolate mix, and then you need your coconut meat. And I'm gonna suggest that the best coconut meat you can use for this is actually going to be the meat from the Bewear.
Interesting.
So you crack it open and there's just
Meat.
stuff to scrape
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, you crack open its head and it's like a coconut.
Does it slosh around when it walks like a coconut?
It does.
Wow.
And it can run pretty fast. So like I feel like it probably goes through stages of like having a lot of liquid, and then in those moments it can't run as fast, but then
So when it has a lot of liquid, is it because it like drank a lot of water?
yeah,
But after it drains its lizard, it can
yeah, exactly.
it can go fast.
Yeah.
But it's okay because all of that water inside is just coconut water.
Wait, so does it turn it into coconut water, or does it drink coconut water?
I think Ben is presupposing that processes waste
Oh,
into coconut.
Yes, it converts water into coconut water.
So
Sounds about right.
So okay, is it liquid excretions coconut water? Is it sweat and pee coconut water?
it is.
Okay, cool. Sounds like we got a good thing going here.
Keep going.
Okay, so you've got all your melted stuff, and then you're gonna make make mixtures with all of that coconut material in the 3 steps. So you're gonna combine the chocolate with the coconut, the white chocolate, and the strawberry Neapolitan stuff. So you're gonna make all that stuff into these little chunky mixtures. After you've harvested the coconut flesh from the Bewear. And then now that you've got them in different layers, you're going to spread them into like a pan, and it's going to be color coded. So you can start with the white and then go down to the pink and then the chocolate right on top. Then you are going to bake it for a little bit. Let me see if I can get this right.
Apparently, Ben's recipe has a long, ambling story that is a part of it.
Yeah, this person is like documenting how they were making the recipe as they were making it in this. So they're like, so I got my camera out and
I hate to say
show
it.
the layering, and then the battery ran out, so I had to run out and grab another stupid battery. So I was like, I'm trying to get to the good stuff.
But like this show is that, right? We just ramble bullshit for like 5 minutes, and then we say, "Oh yeah, and it's coconut candy." Like that.
Yeah, but this recipe isn't like this pisses coconut milk. So I think that's why our show comes out on top.
Yeah.
Fair.
And actually, this recipe was so overly convoluted that I actually did not understand that you don't actually bake it. You put it in the refrigerator for 2 hours. So you're going to basically make a bunch of, coconut flesh and chocolate mixtures, layer them all together, put them in the fridge for a little bit, and then you can separate them out and they get the layers, and you can slice them into strips, into slices.
Nice.
And so that is the recipe. There's also a lot of things in here that in the recipe where the person writing it audibly, not audibly, like in the format of the article types out like space, sigh. So I have a feeling that sighing might be a big part of making this. So
Wow, I think you would excel at this recipe then.
Yeah, well, I mean that's the recipe is the Bewear Neapolitan candy coconut bar. Ian.
2 clarifying questions.
Okay.
I missed it. Do we shred the meat?
Yes, the coconut meat is shredded. It's like almond joy or something.
Got it. Second question, if you crack open the different sections of the Bewear, is the meat colored like the outside?
Is it pink coconut meat?
Yeah, and like the tail is white and the body is...
You
Ready to
know,
go.
I hadn't thought about it that far. I really was just thinking like the most coconutty part of it would be the head.
Okay.
Because round, right?
Uh-huh.
But I guess if I am thinking about it, Bewear does have very like tube-looking arms and legs that could
They're just like socks filled with coconut.
exactly. Like I can imagine a coconut-like, exterior kind of just going all the way around it. Not so much as in like a spherical coconut sense, but maybe like
exoskeleton.
coconut tubes,
Right.
that make up the arms and legs. And in that sense, I kind of do like the idea that like the pigment of the meat would change depending on the body. So like I kind of like that idea, and I think for that reason it would make sense to use the pink coconut flesh for the strawberry part of the candy bar, and then the dark one for the chocolate part of it.
You wouldn't mix it up to like throw people off the trail.
Throw people off the scent. I think it would help with just getting the layers right if all of the colors sort of matched. If they didn't mix well enough, that might muddy the layering effect that I want.
Okay. Mike.
So I got a question.
Yes, go ahead,
I was just going to say, so everyone loves, Neapolitan, whatever, best of 3 flavors, but everyone's got like a secret favorite in the Neapolitan that you like start with or that you eat more than the others. What is that for you, Ben?
So from what I can glean from these candy bars, the beauty of these candy bars is because all the layers are within this, and they're very like within the same bite, and they're like all sliced up. You hypothetically each bite should get a perfect combo of all 3.
It's impossible to separate them.
I think if everything goes according to plan,
Yeah.
that is what would happen.
So Ben, you're not a person who buys Neapolitan ice cream and then only eats like the chocolate from it.
no.
I go for the chocolate and the strawberry, like the
Together.
midline.
Oh yeah.
Right. Me too.
I think that's the best combo.
I think the best way to eat Neapolitan ice cream is dragging it across all 3, and then you get a little like spiral.
Fucking
flavor.
madman. God.
I do agree that the border is probably the most interesting place to be on the like Neapolitan ice cream front. Get the best of both worlds.
Yeah,
Live on the
that's
edge.
the Hannah Montana continuum. So yeah, Ian, it looks like you have something on your mind.
Wonka.
Oh,
Would Wonka make this candy?
yes. I saw the movie Wonka, and
Without us.
yeah, I'm sorry to my friends.
Wow.
I saw it with my family.
Oh my god.
Boo.
Boo.
Fucking mama's boy.
Yeah, sorry. And here's what I'll tell you all about Wonka. One, he can't read. He's illiterate, which is an important part.
The whole time?
No, he learns to read.
Don't tell me anymore. Don't tell me anymore. I'm sorry I asked.
Too smart.
But imagine like seeing someone who's like Timothy Chalamet and being like, he can't read.
I could do that.
Yeah.
I can imagine that.
Does he learn to
Yeah.
read from the candy wrappers? He like reads the ingredient list. And
No.
Snickers.
Yes. No, there are no Snickers in this movie.
Oh. Is there any like real candy?
No Hershey placement.
No.
Reese's?
Everything is fake in the movie.
So, but doesn't Hershey own the Wonka?
In
Or
re-
who owns
I don't know who in real life makes Wonka branded candy.
chocolate? Yeah.
But there's no real candy in the movie.
There's no nerds.
There's no nerds.
Nerd rope?
There's no nerd rope.
Nerds Rope gummies.
There's no nerd rope gummies.
What about the fuck, I can't think.
Reese's Pieces.
No!
No!
Laffy Taffy?
No, no Laffy Taffy. You know, it's funny how, like, the Nerds is probably the most successful Wonka associated candy in real life, but I don't even, like, it's not even, like, something I associate with him, really. It's just like, oh, it's Nerds kind of situation.
I do like the nerd animals. I don't know if they're people or not. They're like the little freaks on the box.
Little freaks.
I love those little nerd freaks.
Presumably eating.
Yeah. The things that you're eating.
I like those guys. I wish they look like herbivores that would live like in the Wonka factory.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, the Nerds don't show up in the Wonka movie.
All right, Wonka 2.
Yeah, Wonka 2, the Wonkening.
Did anyone even say Gobstopper?
No. No one said Gobstopper.
He wasn't like doodling on like a cocktail napkin or
No,
something.
and he said
had the
Gobstopper.
idea.
No, he did surprisingly drink alcohol in this movie, which
Whoa.
kind
Ooh.
of...
It's a little
Does he
out of
get
character.
drunk?
Did Wonka get drunk? Yeah.
no,
Wait,
Wonka didn't get drunk, but he made people drunk with like chocolate that was filled with alcohol.
That enabling bastard.
Yeah,
Well, they did say in the first one that candy is dandy, but liquor is quicker.
that is true. So
Oh,
you had
gosh.
to learn that somewhere.
Yeah.
And that's by inebriating like security guards to sneak past them to get into the zoo.
Let's go.
So I think, it's pretty good, 7 out of 10 kind of experience. If you have to realize it's a movie for families, so it's a little kiddie, but it's fun, and there's some like funny bits in it, and I did enjoy myself. I can't deny. And
Wow.
when they finally drop the hammer, which is play pure imagination, they're not me, but the entire rest of the theater we were in was crying.
Wow.
Whoa.
So
What
When oh, go ahead.
no, please.
I was just gonna go off the rails and say, when does the Wonka copyright expire so we can get like a John Wonka, like Keanu Reeves, John Wick situation?
And he kills the children that he couldn't kill. In the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah, the kid's like
with their superpowers.
he like rolls up to a gas station. They're like, "I want to buy your candy bar," and he's like, "It's not for sale." And then he kills his wife and
Dog.
and his Oompa Loompa.
Yeah.
It's interesting. So we, I told Ian and Jeremy this, but we watched The Menu for like as a family for like for Christmas.
As you do.
And
Christmas movie.
We were talking about it afterwards, and we came to the conclusion that The Menu is sort of a Willy Wonka movie because
That's
he
true.
invites a bunch of eccentric people to his establishment, and then one by one either eliminates them or humiliates them, or in the end, they all die. But like, it has that same thing going for it.
I will say I want to point out that even though it's been memed to death, Willy Wonka does not kill the children in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
I mean, they're effectively killed
They're
from the movie.
they're not effectively killed. They're alive.
Well,
There's a scene
but
at
from
the end
the
of-
movie, they get eliminated one by one.
They do get eliminate,
Dead.
but they're not dead.
Dead.
You see them leaving the factory at the end.
I do like that as like a genre, like Knives Out, very Wonka.
A Willy Wonka.
Yeah, the Glass Onion Wonka.
I mean, you could just consider
Sherlock
like slasher
Holmes.
movies
Yeah,
to be Wonka
Wonka.
movies at
Yeah.
that point.
Yeah, so like
Clue, a Wonka movie.
yeah, Scream is a Wonka movie if you think about it.
Jigsaw.
Jigsaw,
yeah.
Saw X.
That would be good.
Wonka. I mean,
Saw W.
you can't deny that Wonka has a touch of Jigsaw in him.
Oh yeah.
He wants to play a game.
Absolutely.
Like, we should probably move on, but I have one last question about Wonka.
Uh-huh.
Give me like the zaniest joke that was put in there for the adults that like not for the kids.
The zaniest joke for adults, not for the kids. I would say it's probably the people that Wonka gets drunk kind of situation.
He's not like, oh, look at this, I got this big candy bar
And
I
it's
know how to
like a
use it."
dick. No,
Yeah.
it's not real. This is a movie that isn't really like that. I think the funniest thing that kids might not get why conceptually it's funny is that the church, like there's a like cathedral, and they're all corrupt priests and monks who only worship chocolate instead of God, and so they fear that they're.
I mean, me too.
That they sin daily for their chocolatey greed instead of worshiping God.
Okay, that's pretty funny.
That's awesome.
And the priest is played by Rowan Atkinson, so it's like Mr. Bean,
Yes.
who's like,
Okay.
Nice.
"Oh, I'm eating chocolate, but God forgive me for eating this chocolate."
Okay.
Nice.
That's a
Does
good.
he pull a Da Vinci Code situation? Is he like hitting himself on the back with the nerd's rope?
Yes. Nerd's rope. Yeah, Nerd's rope whip. That'd be good.
That would be... God, we need
Man,
that.
they need to make Nerds Rope needs to make like a flagellation Nerds Rope with like the three little.
Some BDSM tools.
I mean, that would fit in this movie, undeniably. Can't-
Oh, okay. Other last question. Did
Uh-huh.
anyone say nuts, and was it a joke?
No, actually, no. That's a good.
Fuck.
That's an easy one. That's low hanging fruit.
Nuts.
Yeah, like
quite
these
literally.
nuts. But no, again, this is a movie where like its adult jokes are like more prosaic in the church is corrupt, and that's funny to adults. I don't think children would really get that conceptually, but it's not like, oh, we're saying a sex thing, but you didn't realize it.
Gotcha.
Sure.
That's stupid.
Okay.
Next.
Next.
Ian.
All right. Allow me to log in.
I'm in.
I'm in. Yeah. All right. First thing I was like, oh, Neapolitan, but then I was like, low hanging fruit, ball sack. Okay.
Whoa.
No, I knew that.
Someone would also.
Yeah. So what I zeroed in on was the crushing factor, like the crushing hugs. You know, he crushes spines and breaks stuff. So I wanted like an ice cream, but like a crushed ice cream. So
Burger ice cream.
we're going to Mexico to have a raspado, which is basically just shaved ice,
Oh, yes.
effectively.
Gotcha.
Nice. Okay.
And you're saying that the Bewear will hug a block of ice,
Yes.
and crush
And
it
crush
for
it.
you.
Yes.
Oh.
Like you have your fun like little ice cream cart, and the Bewear walks around with
Yeah.
you with his cart that's just like the blocks of ice, and he like squeezes
Nice.
it. And then what we're gonna do for the color profile, the bottom is gonna be a root beer syrup. The middle one's gonna be a cherry syrup. Top one's gonna be a vanilla syrup.
Ooh.
Like the Bewear.
Does your Bewear also piss coconut milk that you put in there?
No, it does not.
Okay.
Absolutely.
It has a job.
There's actually not a lot of Bewares that do that.
Just the one Ben has.
Kind of a one-time thing, actually.
Yeah.
Ben has bred the Bewear to be
To be more coconut than bear.
Yes. Which, it's difficult, but, it's in the right egg group if you think about it.
Yeah, it took a while to get the Bewear to fuck that coconut, but
Trial
once
and
you got
error.
a taste for it, it was.
Soon enough, it was just like that bowling ball in the bowling pin.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Okay. So, crushed ice, flavors.
Yep, and eat it.
Okay. Do you get a hug afterwards?
No, because he's really cold. Well, maybe he wants one because he's cold.
But might I enjoy it because theoretically, maybe I am in Mexico and it's quite
it's
hot,
hot out.
outside. Yeah.
Listen, this bear is trained to do like one thing, and it's to crush the. Like, if he hugs you, he's crushing you.
It's like a
an-
machine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He'll like hug you, and at first it's nice, and then he like forgets where he is, and he just goes to work.
Then
He lives
your
for his job.
insides get all jumbled.
Yeah, I get sent to the next world.
He gets sent out.
Well, will you advertise your shaved ice as sending you to the next world?
Leaving this world.
Yes.
Leave this world.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I can,
What-
I can truck with that.
What's that one shave ice that like they use like a cream, like a sweet cream in the ice?
I know what you're talking
I thought
about.
that was Mexican,
Horchata?
maybe, but maybe I don't know. I don't know if it's necessarily horchata, but they use like instead of a syrupy sauce, they put like a sweet cream thing. It might be Hawaiian still.
Interesting.
I don't know, but that sounds pretty good.
I looked up cream ice and it just brought up ice cream.
What is it?
God,
Search.
damn it.
Search cream my people.
That might
Safe search off.
I'm gonna do cream shaved ice, and I just get sweet cream with shaved ice.
Okay, maybe that's what it is.
You're
Maybe
right,
it's just
like-
yeah.
Sounds good.
Condensed milk or something.
Yeah, right.
I had something like that when I was in Memphis. God, I don't remember the name of this store, but it wasn't ice cream. What it was basically, like you said, shaved ice, but they also had frozen custard in it
Oh.
as well.
Ooh,
Was it the
yeah.
Bass Pro Shop?
No, it was not at the Bass Pro Shop pyramid, though I wish it was. No, it was just like at like a corner store, and it had a really long line. We had to wait for like 30 minutes to get our treat. But it's basically shaved ice, frozen custard, shaved ice. And then you like stuck a spoon in it, like mix it up and ate it.
Is the shaved ice flavored or is it just like water?
No, it's flavored.
Okay.
But it was pretty.
Watering down your custard.
It was pretty good. But as I told my brother after waiting 30 minutes to get it, I was like, 30 minutes is probably the limit I'd wait to get this. If I had to wait like an hour, I'd be like, I don't know if this was worth it.
Yeah.
I was picturing like this was like a family trip when you were like 6, so I hope that's like verbatim what you said.
Yeah.
You turned to your brother.
No, I was 20 when this happened. So,
All right. There it is.
yeah, there it is.
Well, I like your flavor combination for the
I do
shaved
too.
ice. That sounds very refreshing.
Your flavor profile.
Yeah, cherry. Man, root beer. Like God, there's something.
God, what are you using to make that root beer?
As you should.
Nothing else.
Yeah. Do you think the Bewear kills and then you can make it forget with a mug moment?
Oh. You might need to like make sure it doesn't like
Get
you know,
anxiety?
yeah, like or depressed or something from like all the people that it's taken into the next world.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Give it a mug moment and make it forget all the things it's done.
Wow, I would love like a mug commercial where it's like some guy on death row. And he,
Make it a mug moment.
Freeze frame.
It's like
Yeah.
the guard comes around. He's like, instead of a phone call, he's like, you get one soda.
all right, picture this. The opening scene of the commercial, first 10 seconds is a guy like hacking some people to death. Hard cut to him being like he's being walked to the room. They're like, oh, we're gonna hook you up to the lie detector and find out if you did this. And he's like, wait, can I get a drink real quick? And he drinks the mug.
And then he chugs the mug and he forgets his crime,
Yep.
so they can't prove that he did
Exactly.
it. There's no evidence.
And then it hard cuts to the, like the court scene, and they're like, Your Honor, my client is innocent. He
And
was
his-
simply
and
experiencing a mug moment.
Yeah, his
Yeah.
lawyer is the mug dog.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Well,
He turns around and he's like,
it's
mug dog.
yeah,
You
it's
can't convict.
it's the guy sitting at the desk, and
Yeah.
like the lawyer is standing, so you can't see his head.
Yeah.
But then it zooms out, and it's the mug master.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then the judge turns to the jury and it's all mug dogs.
yeah. And then everyone clapped.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna. You know what? Let's go to Evan. Evan, what's your recipe this week?
So my recipe is I'm surprised no one said it. Well, maybe not that surprised. It is very Neapolitan, but I immediately went to a Bewapper.
Oh, very
So,
Neapolitan.
yeah.
A Whopper.
We're gonna have it our way this evening.
I mean, the
and
Bewear
I
does
found-
have it
yeah.
his way by killing people.
It's true. I found out some interesting Burger King trivia as I was going down the Whopper hole, and in 2009, apparently, the Burger King introduced the Whopper Bar, described it by the company as more playful variation on the standard Burger King. A Whopper Bar features a semicircular metal countertop around an open kitchen, so it's kind of like a Benihana Burger King situation.
I'm picturing the cantina in Star Wars.
Basically, yeah. So customers can sit on a bar stool and enjoy watching their food being prepared. Whopper bars provide many different Whopper toppings, including bacon, guacamole, crispy onions, barbecue sauce, and much more.
Would you call
so-
Whopper toppings Whoppings?
Oh,
Yep.
Yes, give me a good whopping.
Oh, baby.
But essentially, I'm bringing out the trusty kitchen mulcher to ground this Bewear into our burger patties, but in classic Bewear fashion, these are going to be a smash burger.
Oh,
because it's going to be extra crushed,
like a Hulk.
Yeah. So we're going to Hulk smash our Bewear burgers. And you get your sesame buns, you got some lettuce, you got some onion, you got your secret sauce, which is basically just Thousand Island ketchup mayo combo, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, some onion, and then you of course grill the buns on a little bit of butter, make them all nice and crispy, and there you go, just a classic quarter pounder Bewapper.
nice.
It's only Burger King related, but going off of that. Ian, you recently purchased a Xbox gaming console.
It's true.
And as we all know, the Xbox Series has a very extensive backwards compatibility function.
True.
Which means you can actually purchase the Burger King games.
Oh,
the games
yes.
they made for the Xbox in 2005
That like mascot
Yes.
king.
Yeah.
That would
yes.
like
So
sneak around and fuck
there's
with people.
there's three Burger King games you can get. One, Big Bumpin', which is like a bumper cars.
Okay.
And then
All right.
2, Pocket Kart Racers. So it's like
Oh, they really went for the.
really-
It's like the
They're all
Forza.
racing games. Yeah.
And then the third one, everyone's favorite, Sneak King, where you sneak up on people and give them Burger King.
Oh.
I'm gonna counter because you just unlocked a core memory for me.
Oh, did you own these?
Does this mean that I can play 50 Cent Blood on the Sand?
If you can find that game, you
Yes.
might be able to play it.
It's on eBay somewhere. I'm
Oh,
sure.
like it's backwards compatible with the discs?
Yes.
Oh, fuck. All right, listeners.
Possibilities are endless.
Send us the links. Find me that game.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to... Your birthday,
Burger King.
King games.
All right, thanks.
So,
I-
Any
I-
other...
yeah.
How do you feel about the new Burger King theme song?
Well, I just will say that Burger King is a currently boycotted fast food company. So I will say that I'm not totally on the Burger King train these days.
That's why you can make your own at home.
Yes, and that's why we have this show, so we can have it our way, not their way.
Yeah.
True.
As far as the new Burger King jingle goes, I'm a little bit annoyed by it,
You
but
rule.
I don't.
I haven't heard it.
Have it your way.
It sounds like that.
Rule.
Yeah, it's pretty B grade
Yeah.
theme
Rough.
song, if I'm being honest.
And they changed it to have it your way to you rule. That's their slogan now.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
So you can't
but
actually have it your way.
No, you can only rule.
I guess that's the thing.
They just say like, "Oh, you're pretty cool, guy,
Yeah.
but we're gonna make it however the fuck we want."
Yes.
I'm surprised they didn't zero in on burgers for the king, or like you're
Royalty.
like what's up, king? Like that. Like
Oh,
My liege.
I call my kids that sometimes. I'm like, what's up,
King.
king?
that's nice. They must think you're really cool too.
They're like, why did you call me that?
Is it because they're all short kings in
Yeah.
in your mind?
They're all shorter than me. You can tell them, hey, it's Short King summer.
Short.
We love a short king.
Yes.
Yeah. There's nothing I can do to make myself seem cool. I do have a question for Evan and for everybody.
Yeah.
I want you to name one food you think would be really fun to watch someone prepare for you, like the whole process beginning to end, and one food you would really not want to see prepared for you, but you would still like want to eat.
Well, classically, you don't want to watch how the sausage is made. So that's my answer.
Oh,
Okay.
of course.
All right.
Good.
I'm gonna throw you a bit of a curveball. I'll obviously watch a expert sushi chef cut up my fish for me.
Sure.
Because I'll be delighted by that. And not because it's so gross, but because it's fucking boring. I don't want to watch soup being made. Just putting shit in a pot, stirring it. I get it.
I mean,
yeah.
they do it in Ratatouille for like 40 seconds.
That looks pretty damn good. I'd watch
But
that all day.
That's 40 seconds, and soups usually take more than 40 seconds to
Yes.
That's true. And a watch pot never boils.
Yeah.
make. And a watch pot never boils.
Never fucking boils.
That's true. I think as much as I love it, I don't want to watch like dim sum being made or like any of those Chinese delicious foods that you're like, I don't want to know what's in it. I just know that it's really good.
Sure.
So I want to keep the secret a secret.
Uh-huh.
And then something I do want to watch being made. I don't know. I'm a sucker for like. There's probably like pie talk, like pie TikTok.
Yeah.
Where people just make pies. I find it very like soothing and therapeutic when they like lay the peaches or whatever in a nice ring.
Yeah, yeah.
Something about it.
peach ring.
I have one last question.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Evan, would the burger look something like my shirt?
Oh, you might say it would, except it's more edible than that bun on your shirt.
Okay.
I always thought.
But it essentially.
I always thought that our shirt implied that the Pokeball was eatable.
Yeah, it's like a bun.
Yeah. It's like,
But it just
So-
looks like a Pokeball.
well, I mean, Burger King black bun. That's something they do a lot.
Oh, yeah.
So
Okay.
And
red white bun.
plus, like the best, I think I make a case here where similar to a muffin, the best part of the bun is the top. And by using a Pokeball, it's like two tops back to back.
Oh, okay.
So we're just putting really small Pokemon in between two buns.
A Burmese, perhaps.
yeah, I think every Pokemon is a sandwich in that regard.
go to ichooseyou.menu and buy this fucking shirt.
It's okay. It's
I'm going
okay.
to interrupt this ad with some final thoughts on the Cream My People soda. Feeling less liberatory after I've gone through a whole cup of it.
Uh-huh.
I think it might be just a little too sweet for me.
Okay, that's fine.
Too cotton candy-y.
I'm not gonna argue with you. It's very sweet. But out of the sodas I've had from the novelty soda store, this is definitely the best of the three.
First, few sips were amazing, and now it's like feeling like my tummy's a little.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
You did have 2 sodas tonight.
I guess that's true. I had multiple sodas, which I usually try to just limit it to one. So that might be it.
It's not. You're not on an airplane.
Yeah, no ginger ale here.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I was a little bit confused for a second.
No,
but
I just
remember.
drink sodas on airplanes.
Yeah,
It's the only time
yeah.
I really drink sodas.
We've talked about this.
And
Yeah.
here.
What?
And here.
And here. Yeah, that's true. I'm sorry, everybody. I lied. Let's lie to the next segment, which is me.
Yeah, keep
my
lying to
recipe.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to sing you some sweet little lies. So before the show, I wanted to make sure I kept asking, guys, are you going to do gummy bears? And everyone's like, Everyone's like, and they wouldn't respond to me. So I was like, they're doing gummy bears then, so I can't do it. So just say original recipe, gummy Bewear. Very cute. It would have worked out
Nice.
super well. But then I was thinking, what else can we call a Bewear? Or what other food name can I shove in there that sounds funny? And so that's my recipe this week is going to be beanware and rice.
Where's the bean? Is it bean, comma, where, question mark?
Where you bean?
Beanware in my tummy. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna basically make a kind of a bean dish with and we're gonna accentuate it with some Bewear meat, and we're gonna serve it on top of some rice. So it's gonna be kind of a chili adjacent experience.
Okay.
But we're going to use some red beans to kind of match the color of the Bewear. Perhaps if you darken a pink with a black, you can get a little bit of a red color. Or if you go from the white for the rice, you get a little bit of a pink color. So I think these elements will go together very well. So we're going to get some scallions, spring onions, herbs, cilantro, avocado, rosemary, bay leaf, basil, mint, garlics. We'll get our red beans. We're gonna get some salt, and we're gonna mix that all up. And then when it's we're gonna bring it to a nice simmer. We're gonna get our rice, obviously, which we're always a big fan here. And then I think we should prepare the Bewear. You know, what'd be nice would be like a barbacoa situation. So
Ooh,
we'll
okay.
barbacoa this bear, Bewear barbacoa, and
Barbacoa.
and we'll serve that on top of our rice as well. So I'm obviously mix and matching a little bit of the dishes here, but I think this beanware and rice will be very good. Kind of like maybe we'll serve it with a side of some small tortillas that you can like scoop it up on and eat it that way. Kind of make it like a kind of variation of a street taco kind of thing, or you can just have a nice big bowl of it and get it all together. That's my recipe.
Sounds very simple.
Yeah, but Bewear is kind of a simple Pokemon.
Yes.
It's a bear. It's cute. It kills you.
Yeah.
So I think this this recipe will have a strong situation going on.
Yeah.
Well, those were our recipes this week. So let us now review them. From Ben, we have Bewear Neapolitan ice cream.
No.
No, Neapolitan candy.
Yes,
I'm
thank
sorry. From Ian, we have Bewear Raspada. And from Evan, we have Bewear Whopper. And from me, we have Beanware beans and rice. Everyone, please vote.
Beanware sounds like a as seen on TV product.
Yeah.
It's
like a
sold
knife
with the
that cuts your-
ShamWow.
It cuts your beans really thin, like in that cartoon.
Oh, in that Mickey Mouse
Yeah.
cartoon?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I want the listeners to know that we've talked about this Mickey Mouse cartoon, I think consistently in the last few days.
It's a great reference point.
Evan, who won?
Bewear shaved ice.
Oh,
The Raspada.
Congratulations, Ian.
Thank you.
How does it feel?
I don't know. I didn't think that recipe. I didn't really try very hard.
I don't
That's
think
the secret.
We all, yeah, that is the secret.
That is.
All right. Well, let's move on to the next section, which is where we read your email sent into ichoosepod@gmail.com. That's ichewspod@gmail.com. Evan, can you read this email from Mike?
I can indeed. Mike says, a hearty happy holidays to my favorite boys. I hope your weekend was merry and bright. On my end, I cooked up a storm for the holiday. I made 2 pies, a cherry and a blueberry pie, both topped with homemade crumb topping. I had extra crumbs, so I rolled it into little balls and baked that into crumb cookies, an afterthought, but still pretty good. And my pride and joy, a vegan version of my dad's signature stromboli, in quotes, which was a Pillsbury pizza crust filled with field roast pepperoni and Violife mozzarella, which is rolled up and baked. Great success all around. So,
Wow.
yeah, that sounds pretty good. So, Bewear. It's an aggressively friendly bear mascot suit dealie that evolves from a stuffed animal. Pretty cool in my opinion. Obviously, when you Google bear recipes, you get a lot of recipes for bear claw pastries, which good as hell, right? Yeah, bear claw's pretty good. What are your favorite pastries? Yeah, favorite pastries? Poll?
Ooh.
Almond croissant.
Okay.
Apple fritter.
One thing that is very seasonal, actually, is this pastry that's from Wisconsin, typically. I guess. Sorry. And it's called Kringle, actually.
They sell it at Trader Joe's.
They sell it at
Like the
Trader
Chris.
Joe's now, and it's like the Chris, and it basically is like a giant loop.
Yes.
Of Danish,
Yeah.
essentially. It's like a huge
Oh.
Danish, but instead of having the filling in the middle of the hole, it's like stuffed inside the pastry,
Oh
and
my
it's just in a
God.
giant ring. So it's like perfect, just a perfect party pastry,
That's incredible.
Those are really good.
which is
Ian,
kind of
favorite
interesting. 'Cause
pastry?
Usually you're.
Oh.
Oh, I was just gonna say it's interesting.
Oh, no,
'cause
go
usually
ahead.
a pastry is like very like individualized. It's like just for one person, kind of.
This is
I like
the one
that
that
we
for,
share.
like a group.
I like a
Ben-
shareable
Ben-
pastry.
Did you know the Kringle is a descendant of the pretzel?
Is it because they sound similar?
No.
All right. Great.
Is it because they're in the same genus, or
It's like they're shaped the same way.
Can you breed them
Yeah.
successfully?
See, I just don't know if they're really in the same shape. The Kringle's more of an oval. The pretzel's more of a pretzel shape.
But if you like took a pencil and drew the outline of a pretzel, like on a piece of paper, it would be kind of oval.
Yeah.
You get
that's
a
true.
Kringle.
Look, they're,
Okay.
they're just on the same page. I don't know what to tell you about this.
Okay.
I don't know. That feels like someone like Mr. Wiki was like, nobody's donating to my fucking website. I'm gonna start trashing every page.
Start spreading some misinformation.
Gotta make pretzels
on the
related to
internet.
Kringles.
I'll teach him. I'm gonna
Alrighty,
go
and
with
favorite pastry. Yeah.
I really like Danishes. Those are the ones with the
Stuff in the
shit in the middle. Yeah.
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 Do love a good Danish. I also have come to really enjoy tea rings,
T-rings.
which is
What
just
is
like
that?
your Kringle, but there's no like no filling inside. It's like the fruit or whatever is there is like on the top, and then it usually has like a drizzled icing, and it comes in a ring. And ABC Bakery in Albuquerque sells a pretty mean one.
Nice.
Ian, that sounds delicious. But guys, I need to interrupt you because this paragraph on the Kringle Wikipedia page is very strange, and I can't really parse it.
Read it.
The shape of the Kringle has given name to a similarly entangled feature found in some proteins, the so-called Kringle domain.
No. Kringle domain.
That's gonna be my math rock band.
So, the Kringle domain is an autonomous protein domain that folds large loops, stabilized by 3 disfluid linkages. I don't know what this means.
Linkage.
Are they filled with fruits and cream cheese?
So here's the Kringle.
That's a pretzel, right?
That is a pretzel. That is 100%
Yeah, that's
just
just a pretzel.
fucking
That's
pretzel.
a steering wheel pretzel.
And then here's the Kringle domain.
These are not Kringle, okay? I don't know what the hell you're fucking talking
the-
about. Whoever is editing the Kringle
Oh,
Wikipedia
yeah.
page needs to stop.
That image is just like the screensaver for Microsoft.
Well, I'm sorry
man.
about that. I'm sure
Okay.
there's another point to this email.
Yes. So I wanted my recipe to reflect the previously stuffed animal nature of this bear that hugs you to death. So I Googled, can you stuff pastries with cotton candy? And apparently we as a society don't possess that technology yet. So next stuffed food item is pizza crust. So a bust for my intents and purposes. So let's skip all the other food jokes that are stuffed and get to it. Oreos. I've seen the affront to our creators that is the Oreo mega stuffed, and it's disturbing. However, we can make Oreo flavored bear claws. The recipe is easy. Make bear claws as normal, incorporate Oreos somehow, and boom, we did it. Stuffdles. Bewear claws.
Nice.
Unlike the real Bewear claws, this won't hug you to death, but you may need to see a dentist. Ho, 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 and Happy New Year to you boys and all my fellow Choosies. Love, Mike.
Merry Chew Year.
Yeah, Merry Chew Year.
Merry
If I
Chew
can
Year.
jump in for 1 second.
Okay.
Saw I can't remember if it was Instagram or Facebook. It was definitely some fucking targeted video.
Okay.
A guy had like, I didn't watch it with sound, so I have no idea, but it looked like a really hot like furnace that like blows air like up. And he would take like a little scoop of like colored, what looked like, I guess, like must be sugar balls, and he'd pour them in, and it would like liquefy it, but then it would like come up in the air as like cotton candy.
Okay.
And then he could
Whoa.
like put a stick in there and like roll them, and he would like throw in different colors, and like he made like a big cotton candy flower out of it.
Kind of like glass blowing.
Just
Yeah.
like that, but there's a machine instead of you doing the blowing, I guess. So my question is, instead of putting a stick there, could you like, if we took like a big empty calzone that like has already been cooked, you know, like the shell effectively, could we capture the cotton candy in there and get our stuffed cotton candy stuffed?
Interesting.
I think you
I mean, I
could.
guess as far as stuffing, well, I think the heat would be a problem. I think that's what Mike means by maybe we don't have the technology yet. Because, like, there's nothing stopping you from taking an empty calzone or something of the like.
Just putting
and
cotton
just
candy?
putting cotton candy on the inside. But then once you close it, I think the heat would probably...
Oh, so it's not
make
baked
the-
yet.
Oh no, I mean the calzone crust is pre-cooked.
Yeah, but it is probably a little bit warm when you serve it. Right.
So it's
Does,
freezing
does
cold
warm
before you
immediately
say-
melt the cotton candy though? Like I feel like
Well,
it
I
has
don't know
to
about
be.
melt it, but it probably
What's the
just
melting
kind of
point?
like makes it less
Airy?
cottony.
Yeah.
I guess.
Well,
You know,
given
kind
that-
of squishes it and makes it less gets rid of that fluffiness.
Given that cotton candy literally evaporates in water, like disappears.
Yeah, I can't have any moisture.
Yeah, I feel like it's just too fragile for this world.
Could we get like
I-
sorry, Evan.
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
What? All right, we have the technology clearly. Like we have edible underwear, right? We have
Yeah.
edible fabrics. Make me
Yes.
a teddy bear skin out of the edible underwear, and hold that over the cotton candy thing and stuff it with the cotton candy, and you can just bite its head off.
Okay.
I like it.
Yeah, I mean, I think something like that would maybe fit the. I just don't think you're gonna get into it pastry necessarily. Like. It
Oh,
has
yeah,
to be
that was
some
the
other
point of
different
this whole
material.
thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind
I
of take
think I had
issue
some
with
good
the whole
ideas.
empty calzone concept because you can't have a hollowed out calzone. Like it's basically you just take a baguette and hollow it out. Like
Yeah,
there's no
that's just a
structure
piece
to
of
a
bread.
calzone unless there's
Well,
things in it.
Well, right. There would be stuff in it at one point, maybe like some sort of like scaffolding.
You took it out.
Yes,
Maybe some
the
scaffolding
calzone
that like
scaffolding.
dissolve. Yeah, and it like burns up in the process and like you left the hollow. I don't know, man. We put a fucking man on the moon. Like you telling me we can't do this?
We can empty out a calzone.
Yeah.
I'm sorry this is so hard. Ian, will you be able to read Ed's email from your phone, or will that be an issue?
I could read it if it's impossible.
Just vamp for like 5 seconds.
Okay.
Okay.
Pretzels.
Making me
Kringle?
thirsty.
I still can't believe you did that.
I didn't do anything. I just pointed out to you evidence online
Can't
that we
believe
are
you
entering
did
the
that.
Kringle domain.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay, go ahead, Ian.
Her Bewear's ailment repair. I don't know how to pronounce HERR.
Hair.
God
Like
damn.
German.
Whatever. I'd like to bring y'all back to a time of good old patent medicine. Bewear is noted as one of the most powerful Pokemon in Alola. People are always talking about Bewear's physical strength, and because of this, many discount Bewear's mental ability.
Oh.
Does it do the Sudoku every day?
Does the connections.
Yeah, it does the New York
Yeah.
Times connection.
Herr Bewear is one Bewear that became so strong, he decided that he had succeeded in that field. I don't need to tell you about his landslide victory season of 1852 in the AWF, a Lowland Wrestling Federation. I don't know a person alive who hasn't heard of it. In 1853, Herr Bewear, God, stupid language. Herr Bewear enrolled at Hawaii University as the first fighting-type mon in the School of Medicine. In 1859, Herr Bewear graduated summa cum laude as the first fighting-type Pokemon to graduate with a medical degree.
Okay.
His dissertation was about the invention of a very controversial but effective formula he invented in his time working at the labs at the university. Herr Bewear's ailment repair is a miracle elixir that instills the strength of a Bewear into a person. This can be used to overcome sickness in times of great peril. Think like a parent seeing their kid under a Duraludon, or illegally, often in sports. There was a long-standing precedent of Mantine surfers illegally using Herr Bewear's ailment repair to boost their strength so they could get extra airtime over waves. Since that season, 1912, if anyone was wondering, Herr Bewear's ailment repair reigned supreme for nearly 60 years before the Alolan government shut that shit down. Since 1912, Herr Bewear's ailment repair has been few and far between. Government records have found Team Rocket and Team Rainbow Rocket. Is that real?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Peddling it around Alola, Kanto, and Johto recently. Sinnoan, Galarian, and Hawaiian governments have no reported cases of it being sold in their regions to this date. Kalos hasn't been so lucky. A Novan athlete, Salalance Armstrong, was
Nice.
yeah,
That's good.
was found to have been using it in the 2001 Tour de Kalos. Since then, Kalos hasn't seen any cases of it. Do you think Salalance Armstrong also has one ball?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yes.
Testicular
Guaranteed.
cancer. Do you think Salamence Armstrong went on Arthur to talk about overcoming cancer?
What Pokemon would Arthur be? Have we talked about this? Are there any aardvark Pokemon?
It would probably be like
There
one of those,
are,
like-
but
yeah.
Yeah, there's like one that kind of looks like an anteater.
We did it. It was Heatmore.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
It's
yes.
a little too
But also,
The
but like
Meowth.
not normal type for like
Yeah.
a Arthur.
Arthur doesn't
type.
even look like an aardvark anyway.
Do you think Arthur would be like double normal type?
Oh,
Yeah, he's the most
yeah.
normal.
the normie.
The missionary Pokemon.
The nerd Pokemon.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
On the black market, though, the dark web, we can see Herr Bewear's original recipe. Bone marrow from a Bewear femur, and water from one araquanid bubble.
Okay.
Once you have these two ingredients, you do not need to heat them. You do need to heat them over Marowak fire until it's 106 degrees Celsius. Keep it at that temperature for 12 minutes, then cover the vial and dip it in an SQB for a couple of minutes. After this, you'll want to keep this chilled until ready to be consumed. In terms of like eating/drinking this, you're definitely thinking of the payoff after you've taken it. Think of a Cub Chew. We all know his dirty ass fucking snot rocket. It's always coming out its gross nose.
True.
It feels like drinking one of those.
Oh.
Sticks to your throat, your esophagus, and then the insides of your stomach. It is quite literally like Mario eating a mushroom, though. You feel on top of the world. Your strength score doubles, and you deal an extra D4 of damage as well. Hope you enjoyed this little blast from the past, Ed. Congrats to everyone who's in the hell of academia for making it through the fall semester, and Godspeed to Helen for living on the quarterly system.
Wow. Thanks so much for writing in, Ed. I liked all. It's been a while since we've had like a deep lore dive into a fake thing.
Yeah, that
This
was good.
recipe is giving like very Ben Montoya's cheap Marie Peeps for freaks
Yes.
Yeah,
recipe,
yeah.
which
Yes.
I appreciate.
Yes. Excellent. I've got a recipe here on the Discord.
Ooh.
Real quick. Allie wrote in and she says, Bewear is full of stuffing, and that stuffing could just be pink cotton candy. candy floss for those outside the United States. We're not eating Bewear. We're going to drink a Bewear tonight. Add a shot of vodka and half a teaspoon of grenadine into a martini glass and stir. Top with fresh squeezed lemonade to get an ombre effect. Top with the Bewear stuffing and garnish the glass with a lemon wedge. Whoa. The Bewear stuffing will melt into the drink and increase the sweetness as you drink.
Ooh.
And that's the recipe tonight. I've actually seen this like this at Meow Wolf here. They serve a drink like that has like cotton candy on top and it dissolves into your drink.
Have you ordered it?
No. That seems like it would be a little too sweet for me. I just get
Missing out.
a margarita.
I do have to say, all this talk of cotton candy, after I've been drinking this soda that is giving hints of cotton candy, I'm not super vibing with it. But I can tell where people's heads are at with the cotton candy, for sure.
Especially since the previous one is Stuffle.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Yes.
stuffy.
I wish there were more, I love the texture of cotton candy and the experience of eating it, but I do wish, like, we had a savory cotton candy.
Yeah, we've discussed this.
Yeah.
More flavors would be great.
Yeah.
Gravy.
Gravy.
Mashed potatoes, yeah, is what I was going to go for.
That sounds like a
Mashed potatoes.
That sounds like a Wonka invention just waiting to happen.
Oh.
Is there no cotton candy in the Wonkaverse? That seems like a very Wonka food.
No, but that it like tastes like gravy.
Oh. So
And it
there's-
has like all the nutritional value of
gravy.
Nice. Yeah, we give it to like soldiers in the field. It has
Yeah.
all the stuff you need to stay fit and
MRE
fighting
cotton
shape.
Well, I mean, hey, M&Ms were invented because of the war.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah, they needed some. They gave people chocolates, and they
Didn't
were
want
like,
it to
"How do
melt."
we melt. So they.
This
put-
is what advances
which
us forward.
M&Ms fucking melt.
Yeah.
But
But the chocolate doesn't melt.
yeah, but then your like hands are all covered in the sticky like red, and you gotta hold your gun.
But the sexy green M&M is there to provide comfort to the
Man,
troops.
if I mark my words, if I ever get drafted into World War III, I'm gonna I want to have like a pinup of the green that I like.
You should like paint it onto your like airplane that you're
Yeah.
flying.
Yeah, I have like an old Polaroid that I stick in the
Yes.
cockpit that I'm fighting for you, baby.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
We're all gonna die.
Let's,
Your friends are like, you got a girl back home. You're like,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Oh, you bet.
Sweet.
yeah. Man, I should just make a World War II movie, but that's the only difference. Like this is like normal otherwise. But there's a pinup of the green
There's
M&M.
just one person who's in a relationship with the green
M&M.
M&M.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like full green M&M. Like she's back home and she's like, I've got to sell worn bonds to support my husband. Kind of situation.
Incredible.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, he's in the fucking tank campaign in
Yeah.
Northern Africa, and he's got his. Oh yeah.
Okay, let's pick
Take
next
us home.
week's Pokemon in a section I like to call Pick 'em On. Evan, could you give me a number between 722 and 809?
All right, next week is 756.
756, you say. Next week is Shinotic, which is the ghost mushroom.
Oh yeah.
No, fairy
Big
mushroom.
Nice.
Big mushroom.
All right.
It's got a kind of scary face.
I know this one. It was on my team.
Nice.
Okay,
All right.
here we go.
Send in your
We're doing
Shinotic
it.
recipes, perhaps for the new year even.
Yeah.
5 years of I Choose You. Can't believe we've made it this far. I think that's why we'll survive World War III, Ian.
Maybe I have like this watch, and I have to hide it up my ass to get it home.
Okay,
to
the
my...
watch of the green
M&M
M&M. And Ian wants to give that Pulp Fiction monologue about this watch.
Yep.
All right. Okay, let's do Shinotic recipes. Let's do our plugs. Ben, where can we find you on the internet?
You can find me at Ben C. Montoya on Twitter and Instagram. And you can go to bdsmovement.net to get a fuller list of some of the companies that you can boycott to support the Palestinian movement.
Ian, where can we find you on the internet?
You can find me at Musician Davis on Instagram, and you can find the shirt I'm wearing at ichoosey.menu. Buy one. It's so comfy. It looks great. I literally washed it this morning. Washed great. It's going to hold up to the test of time.
All right. Evan, where can we find you on the internet?
You can find me on posts at E_Van or Blue Sky at E_Van Aubrey. And yeah.
All right. You can follow me at Twitter at VelocityPrime1, on Blue Sky at VelocityPrime1, and then on Tumblr at VelocityPrime1. Check out my writing at the-avocado.org. That's the-avocado, Jeremy Zelik, Zeilik, at the-avocado.org. And I think that wraps it up for I Choose You this week. Let me tell you a little bit about us. You can find us on your favorite podcasting apps, including Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, or your podcast catcher of choice. If you like our show, make sure to give us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts and Spotify to help us go up the ranks. If you want more I Choose You goodness, check out our social media pages. I Choose Pod on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Threads, Tumblr, and Blue Sky. It's a world of fun, so head on over. If you want to be a part of the I Choose You community, may I suggest joining the I Choose You Discord. Links are available in the episode description. We have a full episode archive and merch store available. That's the website. God damn it. I Choose You Discord. Join that to participate in community events and submit recipes. That's what you do on the Discord. Sorry, holiday week. If you want more from us, check out the official website, ichooseyou.menu, which has a full episode archive and merch store where you can buy the new Poke Burger shirt. Buy it now. You might be saying, well, it's after Christmas. That doesn't fucking matter. Buy it today, tomorrow, and every day. Poke
Boxing
Burger
Day.
shirt.
Buy it for Boxing Day.
Yeah.
12 days of Christmas.
Yeah.
Buy one shirt
Yeah.
every day.
Buy one shirt, and then the next day buy 2 shirts. And then the next day, buy 3 shirts, so on and so forth. Mm-hmm. And I think that about covers it. So I've been your host and Alton Brown of the group, Jeremy Zelik.
I've been your friend on this show, Ben Montoya.
I've been your Baloo on the show, Ian Davis.
And Evan Aubrey.
Ba, 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 ba. And to all the choosies out there in Radioland, in a while, Totodile.
We've been consuming, presuming, leguming, cracking cans and having feasts, munching, crunching, slurping, Pokemon and Ultra Beasts. I choose you. Season 7's our destiny. Let's eat some Alolan food. I choose you.